Hey everybody, welcome to Friendly Fitness. My name is Andrew. Tonight, it's a nice evening outside, except for one little thing. The sun is normally super hot. I'm freezing right now. I'm super cold. But, I don't need that thing. I'm gonna be generating heat inside these shoulder muscles tonight. So they're just gonna go crazy with light dumbbells. We're doing a lot of 30-second pieces, and it's just gonna go by like that. But we got a lot of stuff to do. So, double knot those laces. Let's rock and roll. Gotta get loose first though, and a bit warm also. We're gonna start just by doing some shoulder circles. So you don't have to have the arms out to the side. You can just keep them down here. But let's just, loosen up those joints. We will do the other direction in the next round, but for the first 30 seconds, let's just focus on one direction. So, and not the music, unless you want to. There's nothing wrong with focusing on one direction. But for this context, we're focusing on this one direction. So anyways, guys, let's do this. We're gonna start that thing up for 30 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Whew, let's go. Loosening up those shoulders. Focusing on one direction. But hey man, if you wanna have those arms out and it just feels a bit better, totally cool. This is just kind of like a freestyle. You can do whatever you want as long as those shoulders are getting loose. However, in 10 seconds, we're gonna do the tall bartender. So here it comes. Remember, it's not the bartender that's tall, it's the bar. And I'm tending it, right? So I got that big bar up here and I'm just sliding the cloth along it. So make sure you get that big reach, make that back muscle nice and long. And then the other side. Keep your feet planted, but let that upper body rotate as we reach along that bar, wiping that rag up and down so we can see our reflection in that tall bar. Anyway, let's move on. We're gonna do the alternating gaiter. So for this one, which starts now, hands behind the head, point the elbow towards the screen, and then the other side. So this is a pretty similar sensation to what we were just going through, but try to get the obliques in on this one. I kind of like rising up onto one of my tiptoes as I point that elbow towards the screen, but just do what feels good. We are using those shoulder muscles a lot. Why are mine already tired? I don't know. But let's do a toe reach right now. So you can totally round the back out as long as you do so nice and gently on the way down. Come on back up. Nice deep breath. And then let's just go for it. So feel that nice stretch all along the back of the legs. You can let the neck rest, but then you come back up nice and chill. We got 10 more seconds. Going back. So we're about to do some skipping in 2 seconds. So throw the arms into this one. Let's just generate a little bit of body heat. Send that body up. You don't even have to jump. You can always just do a big march, but the arms, this big swinging motion is a part of it. So swing those arms. It's like you just got vaccinated and you're going to your favorite cafe. Life is good. 5 seconds, assuming it's still open. But we'll talk about that later. Let's do all this again. So we're gonna start with those shoulder circles. So instead of going in this backwards direction, I'm going forwards. Do what you need to with those arms. You can totally have them out if you want. You can have them at the side. You can keep them in your pockets if your hands are really cold because of this Arctic wind blowing in right now. It's totally up to you. But for the next 10 seconds, just loosen them up. Taking those deep breaths. And then we're gonna move on to the tall bartender. Here it comes. 2, 1. Over we go. Over we go. Just letting that body work. Get that nice twist in the spine, but also that nice stretch of those lats. And if you want to let that toe rise up as you reach a little bit further, that's totally sweet. You can do that. All these exercises, feel free to take a little bit of license with, just to do what's best for you. But now we're doing the gaiters. So hands on the head or just behind the head. Point it towards the screen. And then the other side. Been using these things a lot. Pretty soon. Almost time for that toe reach. Don't you worry, we are doing some cardio soon, just to get the bodies a little bit warm than they already are. It's not very warm yet. 2, 1, here we go. Let's do that toe reach. So down we go. Feel that nice stretch all along the back of the legs. Deep breath, and then come on back up. Take a little bit of a reset at the top, and then down we go. Do one more. All right, so we've got 5 seconds. I'll do like a quick one, but it's time to skip. So 30 seconds, let's rock and roll. So really making those arms do some work in this also. All body parts moving for the next 17 seconds. And again, you can keep one foot on the floor at all times if you want. Throw on your favorite marching song, you know, let's rock and roll. But for 10 seconds, we're just gonna keep it up. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm not quite ready to take this layer off yet, but the process has begun. Feel a little bit more warm. This is a short rest because we're gonna do a little bit of cardio stuff. This is only gonna be one block of cardio, so let's get it out of the way. We're gonna start with a running man. I'm just gonna make sure I have a bit more space on my mat. I'm gonna be in a push-up position, and I'm going to be at a relatively high tempo, getting my knees close to my chest. You can do this at a slower tempo if you want, but we gotta start right now. 30 seconds. So getting those knees close to the chest. If you want to have your hands up on a bench or whatever, that's going to make it a bit more comfortable on the shoulders. But in just over 10 seconds, we're moving on to a very similar exercise. So here it comes, 5 seconds away, and then I'm doing the atomic mountain climber. 2, 1, here we go. Slower tempo, right knee to the left elbow, left knee to the right elbow. Take breathers anytime you want. But let's try to finish this one up. We've got 13 seconds left. Much slower tempo. And if you want to rest a knee on the floor, that's okay. You can just get the knee close to the elbow and then the other side. Don't worry about the twist if you're on the knees. But check this out. Let's do some burpees. On your feet, up we go. Back down, back up. Don't worry about push-ups at the bottom. We're just getting some heart rates up, getting a bit of altitude going on for 15 more seconds. If you want to have those hands on a bench, totally cool. You don't have to hop the feet. You can walk them out. You can walk them in. You don't even have to jump. It's up to you. But let's move on. Standing bicycle. Hands behind the head. Knee to opposite elbow. Really getting that twist in with the upper body. Relatively high tempo, but just do what you gotta do. We're about to do all those again, and this will be the last time we go through it. So here comes the running man for 30 right now. Here we go. Getting those things up. Keep on breathing. High tempo. Making those engines work. 7 seconds. And then I'm bringing my tempo down. 3, 2, 1. We're going into that high plank. Knee to opposite elbow. Feel it in those shoulders a little bit. We are toasting them up as well. But I recommend you use a bench for this burpee if the shoulders are feeling a bit tired, because those burpees are here. Now let's go. Up. Bring it back. Sure hope this deck is burpee worthy. Almost time. In 8 seconds, we're doing our standing bicycle. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Hands behind the head. Getting those knees close to the elbows. 16 seconds until some rest. And we're getting a lot of rest after this, don't worry. Here we go, 4, 2, 1. Well done, guys. All right. I'm warm. My hands are still really chilly though. So let's just take a bit of a breather. Get a sip of water. Even though every sip I take out of this thing makes it easier for it to fall over. Okay, it's not gonna do it that time. Here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna do an exercise called the Hip Hinge Locomotion. Look at this. So, I got my dumbbells. I'm gonna hip hinge, you know, where we keep that good posture, that slight bend in the knees. And then while I'm here, doesn't really matter what direction you start in, I'm just gonna do the locomotion, baby. So that's the deal. But then after 30 seconds, I'm gonna keep doing that movement, and I'm gonna come up into a standing position. How insane is that? It's pretty darn insane. But let's give it a shot in 3, 2, 1. Here we go, light weights. Choose a direction. Keep breathing and try to give the work to the back muscles for this one. You know, the shoulders will be doing some work soon, but let those lats bring the elbows up. All right, guys, every 30 seconds, change is coming. Don't you worry. So we're gonna go into a standing position, nice and slowly, nice and controlled, starting now. All right, so now that you're here, the shoulders are doing a lot more work. And you might want to keep them kind of close to you. It's a bit easier when it's closer to your body. You can also tighten the range of motion. But if you're feeling good, keep up the locomotion, baby. Let's just make it happen. But we're about to go back into the hip hinge and switch directions. Here we go, 2, 1. All right, so instead of going this way, I've reversed the directions. Keeping that chest out. I'm trying to save energy by not squeezing on those dumbbell handles right now. My hands are just like hooks, and I'm really thinking about getting my elbows up and giving it to the back muscles, because I know that in 7 seconds, I'm gonna go back into doing those shoulders. So here we go, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's bring it up. Poof. Come on, let's do the locomotion. Do the locomotion with me. I won't sing again. I don't know where that came from. Whew. I'm just in the moment, that's all. Guys, in 13 seconds, we're doing a bit of a treat. We're gonna do 30 seconds of alternating bicep curls. So get ready for that. All right, 3, 2, 1. Okay, bit of a break for those shoulders, but let's just do some relatively high tempo alternating bicep curls. You can always have them both meet at the bottom, curl the right up, then the left, or you can do what's called a reciprocating bicep curl. It's up to you. But for 10 more seconds, let's just rock and roll and do this, because we're about to do those triceps in a very similar pattern. 3 seconds, check it out. We're doing a hip hinge, alternating tricep kickback. Boom. One at a time. If you want, bring them both to the bottom and then fire off only one of those dumbbells. But if you're feeling good, let's do that old reciprocating single arm tricep kickback. Try to keep the upper body still, keep that perfect posture, and let's see that pause at the top to make those triceps get a bit of extra something. More shoulders coming up though in 2, 1. All right, check it out. Lateral to front raise. Straight arms out to the side, they come down at the front. Up at the front, they come down at the side. Up to the front, up to the back. We're only doing this one for another like 12 seconds, 10 seconds, oh yeah. So keep it up. option is to limit the range of motion. You don't have to go all the way up to shoulder height, but let's give it a shot. 3, 2, 1, and then the upright row. Keep those things close together. Up, down. Nice and controlled. Make sure to keep breathing. Limit the range of motion if you wish, but get those things up. Slow on the way down. 12 seconds until that alternating bicep curl is coming back. So let's just keep it up for another 3, 2, 1. All right, bicep curls, here we go. We're close. We've got less than 2 minutes to go in this big 5-minute block. So just commit to keeping those elbows still. Try to go for that full extension at the bottom of these bicep curls, just to get the most bang for your buck from each rep. But in 3 seconds, we're doing that alternating kickback. Let's go. Hip hinge, elbows up, one at a time. Boom. Really try your best to sort of pause at the top. Make those triceps do their work. I'm trying to keep my body as still as I can, although there is a little bit of swinging going on. I'm still gonna try to eliminate it. 2, 1. All right, check this out. Woo. So we're going into a hip hinge again. However, straight arms go behind you. So I've got my palms facing behind me, and I'm just getting those straight arms a little bit higher. Whew. Feel those back muscles, those rear shoulder muscles doing the work. In 10 seconds, I'm gonna lie down on the mat, on my back, with these dumbbells. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Whew. Check it out. This is the last 30 seconds. I'm lying on my back, straight arms, they go up a bit, down a bit. Up, down. You can bend the elbows if you want to. That makes it a bit easier. But try your best to keep them straight. Whew. This is the last shoulder exercise. We're about to get a long recovery. Here it comes. I can't see the timer, but it better be soon. Here we go. All right, chill, relax. Woo. Take a minute. That was insane. I feel nice and warm right now. You know, I think I'm almost ready to take this layer off. Not yet. Not yet, not yet. I'm still a bit chilly, but that's okay. So, I know what you're thinking. You're like, Andrew, you're gonna do another like cheesy editing magic trick, aren't you? No way. I've never done that before, and I never plan on it. But maybe. Anyway, so some cores coming up. We're only doing 4 exercises. We're doing them all twice. The order of them is gonna change on the second round. But you know, as soon as we've done the first 4, there will be no surprises. We're gonna start by doing an alternating leg raise. So, I'm lying back, propped on my elbows, and then what's gonna happen is I'm just getting those legs up, one at a time, like so. And I'm trying to think about getting my knee close to my chest and to my head. I don't wanna like, you know, nail myself in the nose. Let's go. We're doing this for 30 seconds. If you wanna bend the knees, totally sweet. You can always do your best just getting the knees close, but if you're feeling good, try to get those straight legs up and down, knees close. Next exercise is gonna be kind of similar. We got 10 seconds. I think I just scuffed my shoes. Not happy about that. Here we go. I'm gonna lie down on my back. So on your back. One of those knees gets close to the chest, and then the other. I'm trying not to pull too hard on my knees, but it is kind of nice to give it a little bit of a pull, just to get them close to the chest. We're doing something a bit more conventional soon. Getting that knee close, and then the other. All right, let's do a crunch with a pause. So up we go, freeze, back down, back down. You can have those hands out if you want to. You can always eliminate the pause, but try to hold it, and then back down. I think we're doing a reverse crunch next. Let me check. No, we're doing a power sit-up in like 3 seconds. So here it comes. Whew. All right, lying back, arms, legs out. Curl up into a ball. Slow on the way back out. Bring it all back in. Take your time on the way down. Boom, explode up. Option for this one is keep your shoulders and hips on the floor. Get your elbows close to your knees. Boom, that's a double crunch. We can always do that instead. But if you're feeling the big power sit-up, let's just keep it up for another 3 seconds. I mean 1 second. Let's do that. Alternating leg raise. Here we go. Oof. We're more than halfway through this core block. Don't worry though, we're not doing knee tuck next. Oh, I was so worried. Whew. So trying to get those things close. Whoa, this one's working. Coming up, we got the pause crunch, or the crunch pause. Down we go. Whew. We're crunching and we're pausing. So hop, feel those muscles working hard. It's okay to round the back out on the way up. But take your time on the way down. We're about to do that alternating knee tuck. All right. So, knee close, other one. Whew. Less than a minute to go in this core block. I'm about to do those power sit-ups. That's how we're gonna finish this thing up. All right, here it comes. Power sit-ups. Nice and long. We curl up into a ball. Slow on the way back out. I'm gonna scoot back a little bit. Take your time on the way down. Oh man, those core muscles are burning. It's all part of the plan though. Boom. Almost time for a long break. Here it comes. Yes. All right, take that break. Whoa. It's like a hot summer day. I'm feeling great right now, guys. So, you know, I'm gonna do a little wardrobe change. Hang on a second. Here we go. See if I can get this right. Oh, all right. Now we're talking. We're in business now. Guys, we got just over 30 seconds left. We're gonna do the shoulder thing again. I know, so those poor shoulders, but we've like mastered the locomotion, we've mastered the reverse locomotion, the hip hinge, the upright, all that stuff. It's happening again real soon. So I'm gonna get a sip of that water, even though it's gonna, okay, it's doing all right. Maybe it's because the deck is uneven and the water bottle's uneven. It cancels each other out. That's my theory. But anyways, we got 10 seconds. So I think it's time to grab some dumbbells. Here we go. Come on, let's do the locomotion from that hip hinge position. Let's go. Pick a direction. And let's just make those back muscles do the work for the first 30 seconds. I am gonna bring it up into that upright position soon. But for now, just think about getting the elbows up. Here it comes, 13 seconds left. Dude, 30 seconds is a long time. Anyway, let's not think about that. Let's just enjoy the moment for another 3 seconds. Maybe it's not a long time. 2, 1. All right, keep that direction. We're coming up. Whew. Into a standing position. Whoa, the shoulders are suddenly doing a lot of work. You control the range of motion. The further out you put those dumbbells, the more challenging it's gonna be on your shoulders. If you keep them a little bit closer, it's a bit more challenging. You can lessen the range of motion, whatever. But we're gonna switch directions in 3, 2, 1. Here we go, back into a hip hinge, switching directions. Oh my gosh, let's do this. Uh-oh, one of my laces is coming loose. I guess I should have taken my own advice and double knotted. Listen to me. But that's okay. I don't need him for this next one. 11 seconds. And then I'm coming up into a standing position. So keep that excellent posture. Let's bring it up in 3, 2, 1. All right, let's go. Getting those things out. Keeping that circular pattern going on with those dumbbells. We're about to do some alternating biceps in like 13 seconds. 7 seconds left. Here it comes. 3, 2, 1. Biceps, let's go. Elbows still, curling them up one at a time. You can do the reciprocating bicep curl or alternating bicep curl where they both meet at the bottom. It's up to you. But for another 13 seconds, we're going until we do those tricep kickbacks. All right, 3 more seconds. Here come the triceps. 2, 1. Hip hinge, elbows up, one at a time. Let's go. So we're about to dive into another flurry of shoulder exercises. But let's just tire out these triceps while we can. All right, 7 seconds, and then we're standing up, and we're putting those dumbbells out to the side. Here we go, 2, 1. So, lateral raise to front raise. Those things go up at the side, down in the front. Up in the front, down at the side. And you know the deal. Lessen the range of motion if you need. Totally your call. Try not to throw the body around. Keep it nice and cool for just the next 6 seconds. And then we're doing some upright rows. Here we go, 2, 1. Upright row. Getting those things close to each other. Bringing it up. About to do some bicep curls. 20 seconds away. You can take a little pause at the bottom if you need. Dude, I'm getting exhausted up here. 4 seconds, and then we're doing those biceps. 2, 1. All right, let's do the bicep curls. And if you ever want to do a hammer curl instead, that's legit. Just keep that good form. Try to go for that full extension at the bottom of each rep. And do keep those elbows still. 10 seconds. I think it's supposed to be rainy for like a week. These are the last rays of the sun I'll feel for a long time. Here we go, triceps right now. So here we go, pumping them up. Keeping that breath going. We're not holding our breath. I am trying to hold the dumbbell up for a split second at the top of every rep. Less than 10 seconds. And then I'm gonna remain in a hip hinge position. 3 seconds, 2, 1. All right, hip hinge, arms straight, back we go. So my palms are facing behind me. Feel those back muscles doing work. Whew. It's like you're on rollerblades and you've got these, you're just putting your hands on something and pushing yourself forward, which sounds like a blast all of a sudden. I'm totally gonna get some rollerblades now and live the dream. But let's get on the mat, on our bums in 2, 1. Down we go. Last 30 seconds of this block. I'm lying down, arms are pretty straight. Up. You can relax the neck or go into kind of like a static crunch. It's up to you. Only a slight bend in those elbows. Almost done with these dumbbells for a while. Let's just keep at it until we hear the beep. Where's that beep? Whew. Oh my gosh, okay, chill out. Well done, guys. Oof. So, core coming up soon. We got 40 seconds. Oof. Sipping my water bottle. Is it gonna fall over? No, but it probably will
because I'm gonna hit it with my hands. I just know it. So, oh my gosh. Perfect. Okay, so the core block is gonna be the same as it was last time. So it'll be 4 minutes long. Oh boy, alternating leg raise. Remember the options. You can bend the knees, you can take breaks anytime you want. You can pause this, you know, and do the rest of it in an hour, tomorrow, whatever. But I got a good feeling about this one. I think we're in it. I think we're in it to the end. So in about 7 seconds, I'm gonna do those alternating leg raises. So I'm on my elbows, I'm leaning back, and then one leg up, 30 seconds, what you got? It's a new day. Keeping that chest out, keeping those eyes forward. I'm about to do that single knee tuck. So I'm about to lie down. I'm gonna get my elbows out from under me. But for the last few, let's just make it good. All right, lying on our backs, bit of a static crunch going on. One knee close, and the other. I'm not pulling too hard on that knee. I'm just kind of ensuring that it gets nice and close. But I'm trying to use my core muscles to do that and not just pulling on it with my arms. Although, you know, pulling on the arms, I still feel it in my core. All right, what's going on? Oh yeah, the crunch with the pause. So here we go. Freeze. You can always have the hands out. It's up to you. We really want to go for that pause at the top. Almost time for those big power sit-ups. Here we go. So, arms, legs out, curl into a ball, slow on the way out. Boom. Generate that momentum with those arms and then control that descent. All right, we're almost halfway through what I believe is the final core block. Whew. So let's do those leg raises again. Let's go. You can bend the knees if you want to. I'm getting pretty fatigued, but I'm gonna try my best to keep them pretty straight. I'm about to do the crunch with a pause after this. It's okay if those knees bend. There is a bit of flexibility issues here, but that's okay. Let's do some crunches. Woo. Hop, freeze. Hop. We're in this, guys. Whatever we put into these workouts is what we get out of them. So if I'm just taking it easy, which is fine, but if I know I could go a bit harder, then I might not, you know, get exactly what I'm looking for. So let's just put that effort in. Okay, let's do that knee tuck, static crunch, getting those things close. You guys rock. This is the last minute of core. We're about to get a long recovery, getting that knee close. This first power sit-up is not going to be pretty. I can feel it. I'm sure yours will look great. Mine, don't even look at the screen. I just believe in you guys, that's all. Okay, maybe I'll edit a good one into here, but here goes nothing. Okay, we got less than 30 seconds of core. I'm pretty tired, but that's good. That's why we're here, right? Whew. It's tempting just to let myself flop back down, but I'm going down slow. Getting the most benefit out of it as possible. Here it comes. Awesome. All right, guys, take a minute. So we're done core for today. We got one more shoulder block and then the stretch Ruby-doo. So You know the deal. Sorry if it's getting kind of dark. Oh gosh. Okay, so just a little camera thing. I think I was getting a little bit dark there, but you know, the camera was detecting my mood and it just did what it thought was right. So, you know, respect. Thanks, camera. But we got one more blocked. So, with 15 seconds, hip hinge locomotion. Might as well get on our feet right now. Oof. So, let's rock and roll, guys. This is the last time we're doing this. The fun one. Hinging forward, keeping that good posture. Choose a direction. Let's go. Oof. All right, I'm committing to this one. Not squeezing those dumbbell handles. My hands are just like hooks, and my strong back muscles are getting those things up. I'm trying not to use my shoulders too much yet, but in 10 seconds, I'm standing. 3 seconds, 2, 1. All right. Hanging in there. This is the last time I'm doing the locomotion in this direction. Whew. It's really tempting to lose that posture, but I'm trying to stay upright as best I can. 7 more seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Down I go. Changing directions. All right. Final minute of the locomotion. Keeping that good posture for 11 more seconds. Then we're coming up, and we're doing the last 30 of this truly legendary dance move exercise. Let's go, bring it up. Whew. Making those shoulders do some serious work tonight. They're paying the rent today. Almost time for those alternating biceps. Whew. 7 seconds. Whew. 3, 2, 1. Alternating biceps, let's go. We got this, guys. I know. Just holding on to those dumbbells is feeling like a chore, but we're almost there. We're almost there. 10 seconds. And then it's time for the alternating triceps. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here it is. Elbows up, one at a time. Keeping that chest out, straightening those arms at the end of their rep. I might even slow it down and go for a slight pause, or a slightly longer pause at that. 8 seconds, and then the lateral to front raise. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Straight arms, this is it, we're almost there. Down in the front, down at the side. Whew. Up at the side, down at the front. Up at the front, down at the side. Whew. We got this. Keep that good posture. Ooh, I'm getting tired. But that's what I want. I want stronger shoulders. And getting tired while working those shoulders with good technique is just what's gonna do it. Here we go, upright rows. 30, up. Slow on the way down. Almost time for our final bicep curls. 10 seconds, we can do this. We've got just over 2 minutes of hard work left, and then we're stretching. Here we go, 3 seconds, 2, 1, up. Biceps, last time we're doing the bicep curls. If you want to up the tempo a little bit, totally sweet. This is, after all, the last time we're doing this one. 11 seconds. Let's go.
burn those biceps up. A little bit higher tempo right now. You can do it. Oh, here come the triceps. 3, 2, 1. Duh. All right. Keep that good technique no matter what. But let's embrace the challenge of what's going on right now. 15 seconds. So I'm gonna up that tempo a little bit. Here it comes. Hip hinge reverse raise in 2, 1. Straight arms. Get them back. Up, down. Keeping those breaths coming. We're getting up to the last 30 seconds of this workout. Here we go. On the mat, guys. 2, 1. Down we go. This is the final 30 seconds of hard work. We're lying back. We got a bit of a static crunch going on. And we're getting those straight arms. Up. You can bend at the elbows a bit if you want to. In fact, that slight bend is what's going to keep them nice and safe. But let's just pump it up for the last 10 seconds. Here we go. Pumping some serious iron tonight. Woo. Awesome. 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 Let's stretch it out, everybody. So I'm gonna do this one sitting down. Let's just reach up overhead and just do a slight side to side. Making those back muscles nice and long. You can just have the hands up if you want, but I'm about to do a reach across. So I might actually do this one standing up. Check it out. Left arm across and then gently pull that elbow into you. Oh, I can't believe it. I'm gonna wear sleeveless for the next week just to let these babies breathe. Whew. Nice deep breaths. Although I'm pretty out of breath. How can I not do deep breaths right now? 7 seconds, and then the other side. 3, 2, 1. Switching it up. Pulling that thing in nice and gently. And at the top of that breath, feel those back muscles getting long. But pulling that elbow in does make for a nice stretch in the shoulder region. Also. I feel like $1,000,000 right now. So what if I'm a little bit chilly now? It's just my fingers anyway. The rest of me is like, it's like I just got out of a lava bath and I'm already ready for more. But let's stretch out some pecs now. Arms out to the side. Gently pushing those elbows, those hands back. Taking a nice deep breath. And if you want to have the elbows a bit lower or higher, whatever, man, that's totally cool. Just you do you. But do take those deep breaths and do try to push those elbows behind you a little bit. Man, the air smells good after a workout. I'm just in the zone. 6 seconds, and then I'm just gonna reach forward towards you. So here we go, 2, 1. All right, so just reach forward. Take deep breaths. And if you ever wanna sort of just come back to the middle every now and then, that's cool. But reach and really make the back nice and long. Check it out. I'm taking a big breath and I'm trying to make my back as big as possible. So just out we go. Try rotating those hands a little bit, get that nice sensation all through the biceps. But in 5 seconds, all I'm gonna do is put my hands on my hips and then just take some deep breaths. When I'm doing this one, I like to try to push my shoulders forward. Once again, it's trying to make the back nice and big, but it's also just a nice stretchy sensation going on in the shoulder region. Just take those nice deep breaths. Last stretch though is gonna be child's pose. So I'm gonna get on the mat right now. Hands on the mat, knees, toes on the mat, and then just with nice straight arms, try to get your forehead close to the mat, and then just melt. Don't even worry about looking at the screen. Just put that forehead on the mat and just chill.
right until it's done. Letting those muscles just turn to mush. 3 seconds. Everybody, fantastic work. I'm so glad that we did that. Sorry if the camera got a little bit dark. That's just, I don't know, I'm learning, but that's okay. You know, so what if the camera went a bit dark? Boom! I see the light now. So guys, if you ever have any kind of like suggestions or requests, just let me know and we'll totally fit that into one of these workouts. But you know the deal. Get some water in you, get some good protein, some wonderful sleep tonight, delish cup of coffee in the morning, and then we should just be good to go. So, you guys rock. Thanks so much for tuning in. As always, I'm Andrew. This is Friendly Fitness. You're the best, and I'll see you next time. Peace. Whew. Right before this car goes by.